Hey, it's Pri, and welcome to this month's video blog episode of The Soul Growth. Thank you for tuning in. This month's topic is about aim for your dreams. AIM is actually an acronym that stands for Attention plus Intention equals Manifestation. And this means that if you focus your attention on something, you set an intention on what you want to happen with that particular thing, you can create miracles. God is working with you always. God is on your team. He wants you to be happy. He wants to bring you greatness. You are worthy of greatness. When you understand that, then you will understand how you can use that knowledge to your advantage. Yes, this is a little bit about the law of attraction. That is actually a very true thing. Like attracts like. So if you're one of those people that are often in a very negative state of mind, you view life negatively, you see things in such a negative state, you're frustrated, you're always angry, and it seems like everybody else just lives to make you angry, you have to change your energy. You have to remember that you are in charge of your happiness and you are deserving of happiness. So it starts with you. It is not an easy task to do, to switch from a negative state of mind to a more positive state of mind, but I promise you, if you do it on a consistent basis, it's totally worth it and your life will change dramatically. So when you understand that like attracts like, and you understand that you want positive and great things in your life, it means that you have to be more positive in your life in order to attract more positive things into your life. So how do you use that to your advantage? All right, so let's talk about some helpful hints for manifesting. You should say affirmations daily about what it is that you desire to manifest. So when you're doing these, when you're creating these, use these things, these tools that I'm going to give you to create them. Speak in the now. Say, you know what? I have a job that is absolutely amazing. I love what I do. I'm happy at work every day. I create great things. I attract great people. You are speaking in the now. Your mind doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality. So you know what? Use that to your advantage. Speak it as if you already have it and your mind starts to feel like it already has it, and you are a magnet. You are a magnet for negative, or you could be a magnet for positive, but either way you are a magnet. So let's amplify and strengthen that magnet. Be specific. Imagine that you have a team of people working for you. You say you want a car, so you send 5 groups of people out to go find 5 different types of cars. Well, then they all come back and they decide, okay, well, this is what I found. They come back with their findings, and then you all have to come together and you put it together. This is why you need to be specific. Thank you, Kefra. This is why you need to be specific. If you say, you know what, I want a 2017 Ford F-150, this color, at least this many, well, not at least, but this many miles, yada, yada, yada. If you break it down and say, okay, I want this, this, and this, that is very specific, and that allows the powers that be, the energy that is behind you, to specifically attract what it is that you desire. Law of action. Show God in the universe exactly how much you want it. You say you want a house in that neighborhood over there? Why don't you take some time whenever you're in that area, go down through that neighborhood and check out an open house. You want that car? Go take it for a test drive. You want that job? Go apply for one. Something that happened to me very recently. I was torn. Do I want to bartend? Do I want to be working in customer service? Or do I want to go into IT? I said, you know what? I was torn for a while. And then I decided, you know, I'm going to do IT. That's what I'm going to do. So I started applying for jobs in IT. And I knew I wasn't qualified. But I figured, well, I did everything that I could do. Let me go ahead and apply. And then all of a sudden, within less than a week, I got an email from a school that had found me out of nowhere. And they were like, hey, we are VA qualified. You could use your VA benefits to go to school, and we can get you in a program that gets you your certification so that you can go ahead and be in IT. Now tell me that wasn't perfect. To make things even better, the school that I ended up going to had the best program that was in the area. It was the most economical, and they had the best program overall, and they have all these other benefits with it. That is how you manifest. You want to go to Paris? Start learning French. Whatever. You're putting that energy out there. But not only are you putting that energy out there and showing that you're serious about what it is that you want, you are also learning to curtail and be more specific about what it is that you desire. Okay, well, I tried this and I sat in this this Lamborghini, but it didn't have the bucket seats and I didn't like it, or I tried the bucket seats and I didn't like it, or I didn't like the suspension, whatever. It gives you a better concept on what it is that you really want when you're doing that. Law of action helps you visualize better. So when you visualize, let's do an example. I'm going to tell you exactly. Close your eyes for a minute if you can. Please don't if you're driving. Now, visualize you are in Cancun, right? You want to take a trip to Cancun next summer. So close your eyes and imagine that you're in Cancun. What does it feel like? What does the sand feel like in your feet and the sun on your back feel like? What does the air smell like? Don't you smell that salty air? Don't you hear the seagulls? Don't you smell the food cooking over there from the stand? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Visualize, but feel it wholeheartedly with all of your senses. Because the more you add to it, the more senses you add to it, the higher the vibration, the more magnetism you add to that magnet. Remember, you're a magnet, positive or negative, you're a magnet. 68 seconds of continuous focus. Focus on what you want, but not just what you want, why you want it, how you want it, what it'll bring to not just you, but the people around you, how it benefits you. If you could do that for 68 seconds straight, without contradicting it at all, it is that you can instantly manifest. And when I say without contradicting, don't say, well, I really want this job okay, for me, I really want this job in IT, but I know I'm not qualified. So, okay, you just did an intention plus a counter intention. That neutralizes that energy. You know what? I want this job because it is going to be awesome and I love doing this and I love doing that. If you can do that for 68 seconds straight, you're in business, boo. Best thing to do is with a friend. You call on a friend and say, let's go. You tell me your topic, I tell you my topic, you start, and then I'm going to feed into it. And if you go for longer than 68 seconds, that's even better. Put it out there and let it go. Put that energy out there that you want and let it go. Trust that God in the universe is going to bring you exactly what it is that you need in exactly the right timing and in exactly the perfect way. Trust and believe that that is exactly how it will happen, and it will. Now, not to say you only have to say it one time, because actually the more you say it, the stronger that magnetism becomes. So you know what? Say it every day. Take 3 minutes out of your day every day to say, you know what? Write it down, record it, sit, listen to it, visualize it, do whatever you have to do. I promise you the visualization from sitting and listening to yourself speak it is really awesome. Put that energy out there on a continuous basis. Become obsessed with it if you have to. But put that energy out there and then allow the universe to bring it to you. Don't try to control it. Don't try to force it. Just allow it to bring it to you. Sit back and just, let go and let God. Put it out there. Let it be. Be creative. Be open. Be open to receiving the clues and the signs. You might say, I want a relationship that's extremely happy, blissful, wonderful. We are a perfect match. But you think that the relationship that you're in is just that and you want it to shift in that direction. But then that person breaks up with you. You know what? That could be a blessing. Be open to receiving that. Because sometimes God closes doors to open a new one for you. So don't think that just because it didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen, that it is not going to happen the way you have set the intention and manifested for it to happen. So be open. Look for the clues. You might get a phone call. Hey, blah, blah, blah. There's this job fair going on. You're like, I don't want to worry about that job fair. I need to work on this, this, and this. You might have missed out on a perfect opportunity for that job that you've been looking for. And it was right there in your face and you missed it. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen the way you don't want it to. Don't be set on it has to happen a certain way. Don't be set on it has to happen a certain time. I mean, you can give it a time frame, but don't be set on it better happen by this date or else I'm giving up. Because God's time is always divine. Your time does not necessarily always line up with God's time. You are already manifesting on a regular basis, probably accidentally. I know I didn't intend to create the IT situation that came up for me, and I know that I've done it time and time again in my lifetime. When you remember that you have some power behind you and that you actually have a part in what happens in your life, you are a step ahead and you can do great things. Have an attitude of gratitude, understand, and be grateful for the things that you're asking for as if you already have them. That only intensifies that magnetic strength for what it is that you're looking for. It makes you stronger. It makes it more powerful. You're raising the vibration of that and bringing it stronger and closer and closer and closer until you have it. Show gratitude. So when you're thinking about it, think about how good it makes you feel. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to just be laid up in this sand and not have to worry or think about anything. Oh, the wind feels so great. The birds sound so beautiful. I'm just loving this moment while I'm in Cancun. You get what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for it. I'm so happy that this happened in the way that it did without me having to stress or work. It was so effortless. I'm so grateful for this experience. You put that energy out there, I promise you, you will attract it faster still. Remember, you are worthy. God wants you to be happy. God is doing everything in his power to make sure that you have the things that you want. But you have to be sure about what it is that you want, and you have to be clear, and you have to be within alignment of it and know that you are worthy. You're worthy. So, let's go. Let's try it.